I've got popcorn.
Hello YouTube, Josh here again, only with Rebel Whovian this time for another episode of I Eat Biscuits for Breakfast.
Hello.
We have had major plans just completely annihilated because people couldn't turn up. Like, we had like 5 other people planned for this, and yesterday, I think it dropped down to 4 of us, and now it's just me and Joe. So, even though they can't be here, go in the description, check out Danny's channel, Keen's channel, Brendan's channel, What Little Was on Heather's channel, my short film channel, Joe's channel. Check out every link in the description.
I'm eating popcorn.
Yes, Joe's eating popcorn. I don't like popcorn because I'm the worst cinema goer to ever go to the cinema.
Oh, more for me then.
Yeah, more for you. The 3 bags that you got.
So, we're watching this because...
We're watching Avengers Infinity War because, obviously, Endgame. Like, today...
As of recording this, tomorrow will be the day we see it.
Like, right now, we would have seen it, and I will be waiting with my friends to go and see it again. Because I make promises that I must keep. So, yay, that's going to be fun, seeing it twice in one day. But, yeah. Right, should we get into the film, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot the vital step. What was your first experiences with the film?
I went with... I'm going to say some random names that you're not going to understand. I went with Isaac and James Merrill. I think it was on the day after it came out. And I didn't know... I wasn't spoilt for anything of it. And I went into it, and it was such a good film. The audience reactions were great, and I had such fun with it that I saw it another 2 times afterwards.
For me, I saw it, first of all, straight when it came out. Like, day one, I saw it when it came out, and Joe, we might want to sit forward a little bit, because your audio waves are looking really quiet. So,
yeah.
Okay, apologies if this is at all quiet. I will be boosting the volume to its max when in post. But, yeah, so I saw it 3 times in cinemas as well. I watched it day of. And then I also had plans to see it on the Saturday with friends. So they're making me watch films numerous times. And I then went again with my dad. So I nearly fell asleep through the 3rd time. Like I don't know if it was because it was a later showing, and it was my 3rd time seeing it. And like through some of the sections, I nearly fell asleep, which I don't know why. Like, I have no clue why I nearly fell asleep. So, yeah, I really loved it. Like, I thought it was a great film. It's one of the best in the MCU, in my opinion. Just behind Captain America Civil War.
I was good film. I think I prefer this.
Civil War?
Yeah.
Wow.
My favourite Marvel film.
Wow. For me, it's Civil War then Infinity War. So, what I want to do as well, Joe, and I'm just bringing this on you as a surprise, at the end, after we give our final thoughts, I want to give a quick ranking of the MCU.
Okay.
So, I know that's spoilers as to where Infinity War places. It might change. I might put it above Civil War. I might think the film below it is what's it? I don't want to spoil the film below it. I might think it's worse than the film below it. So, are you ready to press play, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay. 4.
Get your Blu-ray or DVD
Yes.
up.
Get your Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD, pirate copy. Do not pirate this film. Get whatever copy you're watching this of, or if you're not watching along, just get ready to press play in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it! Oh my god.
Okay, no, false alarm, everyone.
Wait, press play. We're gonna watch it with the intro by directors Anthony and Joe Russo.
What's that? What's the difference for it?
There's an introduction by the directors.
Does it play?
It plays the introduction, then it plays the film.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
Sorry for the...
So we're going to be playing it with the intro by directors Anthony and Joe Russo in 4.
Why'd you start from 4? Start from 3.
Alright. 5,
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
It'd be funny if there's another 2 options after it. One with Joe, one with Anthony.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
Thanos.
this film, like, I can't wait to. Like, there are so many scenes I can't wait to rewatch.
With this, yeah, I really like the battle in New York.
That seems really. Oh, what the language? Did you see what the language was called?
What?
It was Exchatter, something like that.
I
I didn't. That's why you should watch films with subtitles, guys.
Mm.
I didn't know what the Wakandan. I thought they were just speaking Wakandan.
Now, I wouldn't say there's a lot to talk about over this bit, but I've kind of seen a few reviews for Endgame. Like my mum
You
was
said you weren't gonna watch any.
my mum was on her iPad and she
Yeah.
said, "Joe, can I just read you a few things? No spoilers." And it's saying how it's the best Marvel movie. It really more than delivers, and
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see later on. We'll see tomorrow because it will have to do a lot to beat Civil War. Like, I don't think you know how much I love that film.
I reckon that Endgame. To be honest, I think on the day it'll be all of our favourites.
I don't know. Because it will have to reach very high. It will have to be very high to be better than Civil War. Because I absolutely love Civil War.
Is it? Is it starting?
It should be. Unless it's just played. Oh yeah, it's
There
done.
we go.
Yeah, because it didn't start with the Marvel music. It starts with the...
It starts with Kenneth Branagh.
No, it doesn't.
You know the guy doing the voice? That's Kenneth Branagh, the director of 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, bloody Dutch angles.
I didn't like 4. See, this whole opening,
I love this opening.
it is absolutely brilliant in the film. But as soon as you zoom out like a tiny bit, you start to realise it's not actually a great opening
No, I still think it's really
in terms of the MCU, because this is the last thing we see of Thor Ragnarok. The last thing we see
in the end credits.
in the post-credits is Thanos' ship turning up. The last thing we see of the film is the ship. This is the ending of Thor Ragnarok, and they've basically just done an Alien 3 on it, where they kill all the survivors of the last film.
I still really like this intro.
Oh,
it's like visually, it's
not. Oh yeah. That's why I said in terms of this film, it is a brilliant introduction. Like just the shot of Ebony Moore just walking through the corpses and the destruction. It really sets the standard of what's to come.
I like one of the shots coming up. Great motion capture.
Yeah, the CG, the visuals in this film are stunning. Like, I don't care if we have to put up with an awkwardly added in Bruce Banner. If we get...
You're so screwed now.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Bruce is not my favourite character in this film. But yeah.
I love that bit.
This shot, so good. The handheld feel to it. Oh, I love it.
Feel so desperately that you're right.
Okay. Are you going to be quoting...
No.
Are you going to be quoting this whole time?
No.
Better not.
I'll try not to.
So, yeah. This opening is brilliant.
I mean, I've never realised how tall Thanos is.
Yeah, he is, like, massive. If you look at the shot with him and Tony Stark later, like, when he stabs Tony, you'll see, like, it looks... Oh, it's
Destiny
he's so tall.
arrives.
Oh, wow. This... See, this scene really did set the standard for what's to come. Like...
Best Marvel villain.
I feel like the one thing that I would have liked to have seen in Thor Ragnarok, instead of the comedic post-credit scene, I think we should have seen an extended post-credit scene where Thanos takes on Xandar, and we see him.
Oh,
grab
so
the
you get
Power
rid of
Stone.
the
Jeff Goldblum
the
one.
the Grandmaster one.
Yeah, I get rid of that, and I would replace it with a scene of him getting that Power Stone, because
I don't think I don't need to see it personally.
I feel like it just would have added. It would have got everyone hyped for Infinity War, and it would have just shown how Xandar fell. Because the whole point of Guardians of the Galaxy, like this is now just rendered Guardians of the Galaxy pretty much useless.
Maybe, yeah.
In terms of its impact on the rest of the MCU. he really is the worst brother, isn't he?
Adopted.
Yeah, but to be fair, I would definitely go around saying he's adopted. I would not at all let anyone think he was even close to related.
Have you heard about the Loki theories? You know, when he gets the knife, he's got it in his other hand. It's not actually him, it's one of his copies. I don't know.
No, because you can't touch his copies.
Okay.
Because you see in Thor Ragnarok where
Can we just...
this this action scene is so damn good. But
I mean, it's choreographed really well as well, because I was reading online that this professional martial arts person usually isn't impressed with the Marvel fight scenes because they're not very realistic, but they thought this was proper good. Oh
wow.
I watched this in D-Box and the chairs were shaking so much.
Oh wow. This scene. Oh my god, just Thanos and Hulk throwing hands at each other. Oh, it's so good. Oh wow. But yeah, as I was saying, as you could see in Thor Ragnarok, where he throws loads of stuff at Loki, and where Korg runs up saying, "Piss off, Ghost." Like you can't touch his copies at all. But you can like touch Loki, which, I mean, it just, if people would paid attention, they definitely they would never have thought that.
Yeah.
They're just thinking it's one of his copies because they want to see Loki back.
Yeah.
It's definite. I think all dead before the snap should stay dead. Like
Well, they're in the comics. All the Asgardians come back after Ragnarok, and I don't know how, but
well, in the comics, does it go straight into the Infinity Gauntlet?
I don't know.
Exactly. If it does go straight into the Infinity Gauntlet and they all come back, then they're just gonna undo everything. But
that's brought up later on, isn't it?
Yeah, I told you he was gonna die for that. No. Thor is honestly, he needed the Russo brothers more than any Avenger. I think Captain America had a solid first film, and he didn't need the Russos. Thor needed the Russos because he was so boring until Taika Waititi stepped in, and even then he was a laughing stock throughout most of Thor. Like the scene where he throws the ball at the window and it hits him in the face.
Call me stern, but I didn't laugh at any of Thor Ragnarok.
I thought some of it was quite funny. Like there were scenes where it felt like it was edited and directed in a way that wasn't a Marvel film, and it just really worked. Like whenever Taika Waititi's vision was prominent, it was really good. But I really like Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, what was you gonna say?
I'll say it in a minute because it's not relevant yet. But
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this what I want to say, the marketing for this film was brilliant. It hid a lot of stuff, but I didn't know that it was hiding. Like there were fake trailers until like the film came out and I saw it.
I'm gonna be honest. I wish they'd hid a bit more because.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is why I love the marketing for Endgame, because I have no idea what's gonna happen.
See,
apart from bits of the first act.
Yeah, like we have sort of our own general rough idea of the first act, which go check out our predictions video. Go watch it.
Josh, why pointing over there? The video's not over there.
Yeah, but I want to point that way because go back,
Okay.
It's the back arrow. Go back through my channel's catalogue and check that one out. There you go. See? But yeah, go watch that. I detail what I think the first act's going to be. We go through all our predictions. It ended up being so much longer than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting to be done in like 20 minutes. It's like an hour and 15. Which is also premiering today at 5. So, by the time
well,
we're
not
watching
you,
this.
not your today.
Not your today, our today.
But when we're recording this.
Yes. Because...
Loki grunts.
Mm-hmm. And this scene, I've always thought, he looks like a rat.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a weasel dying in a man's arms. Like,
It's like Ratatouille and what's the
this is why we don't see Ratatouille in the MCU.
Egon, is that his name though?
The chef, the critic. You mean?
Critic.
I don't remember. I haven't seen Ratatouille in
Such a good
years.
film.
I haven't seen it in years.
Oh, that sound.
Yeah.
No resurrections this time.
Oh, but no, like Thor knows he's like dead now. Which, it's so good. The way he just throws Loki in front of him.
Predictable.
Josh Brolin is so damn good as Thanos.
I'm going to go to my point now.
Yeah.
Alan Silvestri's score for this film.
Oh yeah, it is.
Magnificent.
Okay, this score and Black Panther's scores are the two best in.
Listen to that. That is the Civil War theme.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's loads of nods to previous.
Well,
pieces of
it
music
still
in it.
works here, doesn't it?
It's used just before Gamora dies as well.
Oh wow. But yeah, the score in this, the score in Black Panther, they're the only two that really stand out in my opinion. Oh, that and obviously the Avengers stuff by Alan Silvestri.
Oh, I love the Ant-Man theme.
See, I don't really like film scores. Aren't really my type of music, so I don't listen to them outside.
Oh, they are mine.
But I absolutely love, like, the Black Panther score is so damn good. It's the closest to what I would listen to. Like all the drums, like the more interesting sounds.
I love Wong. I hope he defeats Thanos.
It's good he didn't get snapped.
Apparently,
Yeah.
you know,
Is this
Betty Ross was snapped.
really?
Yeah, and the one in 4, the guy, what's his name?
Eric?
Eric, he got snapped as well.
Oh, seriously? I did not know that. Where'd you find that out?
Russo brothers said it.
Oh. This. I feel like Doctor Strange would know.
Yeah.
I
or
feel
one,
like
or one would know, certainly.
someone would know. Like, it feels a little bit like that line was purely played for laughs.
Do you think they're going to have that sort of heroic theme in the, you know, as like an intro bit for Endgame?
No, they're going to do the reverse of what they did here. They had the somber one as the outro in this one. They had the heroic one as the intro. They're going to do it the other way around in Endgame. It would tonally make no sense unless they were to have that as the end of the first act. Which,
There's a deleted scene here.
Yeah.
That's got Happy in it, and he's in this little buggy, and in the distance there's a guy, a photographer, and it's Joe Russo. That's his cameo for this film.
seriously?
Yeah, and he chases after him because he's like, oh, it's this photographer again.
Oh wow.
Right, I can see why they cut it out, because
It's not needed.
no.
See, this is Iron Man's arc. This scene of him talking to Pepper where he wants a child. This is his arc. He's had his surrogate son in Spider-Man, and when Spider-Man gets dusted at the end of this, it's going to set him on a warpath against Thanos. Like, oh wow.
Do you notice that as soon as Spider-Man fades, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but when Spider-Man fades away, he looks at his hand because
Yeah,
you know,
he wants to see if
he wants to die. I think.
Yeah, well, everyone around him's died. See,
Is that the thing at the end of Spider-Man?
what?
Because you know the ring,
The ring.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, Tony and Pepper with the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, did you not know that? I really...
How scared he is.
Yeah. Like, see, I don't like Bruce Banner as a character.
Oh wait, sorry. Another musical bit here.
You're
This is
You're obsessed with the
the
music.
Tesseract theme.
Yeah, well, it makes sense because it's the first. That makes perfect sense.
It was first heard in Captain America for the first Avenger.
Was it not in Thor?
No.
Oh. I would have thought it would have been in Thor.
The
Tesseract.
isn't in that one.
Is it not?
No, it's in the post-credit scene.
Oh. I thought it was in. Oh,
It's
no.
in this.
What was that? What am I thinking? Oh, because it ended up in Asgard. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Thor.
it's in this Avengers.
And Thor. Oh, not Thor, Captain America, sorry. See, what I like is I like Tony and Doctor Strange going like head to head. Like when they're butting heads, that's really good. And this what Bruce is saying here is Tony's like fire. He is now he is on not as much of a warpath as he will be in Infinity War or in Endgame, sorry, but he is on like a warpath.
And it's especially bad for him because he had PTSD.
In Iron Man 3.
Yeah, which is a really good film. But
Yeah, I think Iron Man 3 is underrated. We'll hear more about it when I do my ranking later, and if Joe wants to join in and do his ranking, but I don't think he's thought of it.
I haven't.
I'm gonna get Joe to take out because, but yeah, I like that there's celebrities here. It makes sense, but it's very underexplored in the MCU, isn't it? Like it's only ever like glimmers of stuff.
I'm surprised that they didn't
What?
act on this and make Ben and Jerry's with those flavours.
I think they might have. I think I heard something similar. But I don't know. It'd be something to Google later. See, this. See, I like how. What's it? I like how he has to be caught up on everything. Makes perfect sense. Oh, wow.
There's another bit of music. So
I like how he's like he doesn't want to admit. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's it's not that easy. Yeah, he shouldn't have flown off in Ultron. I think it sets up Ragnarok alright, but that was something that Ultron did a lot of. I think it would have been cooler if we'd.
Why did he fly? Is it because like the Earth didn't like him because of what he did?
Yeah, and also because and I know Ross said in Civil War, if we lost like a nuke, like we'd have to talk to someone. This.
Yeah, there's a bit of music from Captain America: The First Avenger coming up, which makes sense because they're talking about Captain America.
This film, like, I like it's a flip phone. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's.
It's the oldest technology you could find. Still isn't that old.
Oh yeah, Captain America.
Yeah. He's not going to know what to do with these newfangled smartphones.
I love this scene. It was amazing in cinemas.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to be moving it. That's good. But yeah, this whole scene is really impressive. Like,
Oh,
the screaming, like, oh, this whole action scene is about to follow as well. Really damn good.
yeah. Did you know that most of that is a blue screen? It's not. It's all a set.
Makes sense.
I like how he tries to help him as well.
Yeah, he is a hero now. He hasn't, like, what's the word? He hasn't, he isn't like it shows his character arc. He is focused on helping people. Unlike some of the other Iron Man films. So, this is just, the scale of this is impressive.
Yeah.
And this, everyone's saying this is like, oh, it's the first time we see Spider sense. We saw it in Civil War.
Yeah, he was like, oh god, when the thing was thrown at him.
Yeah, and he ducked.
Ned.
Like, I wonder if Ned got dusted. Do you think he got dusted?
He didn't. No, I don't think he did.
That's good.
I think that Aunt May has been dusted because in the trailers you see, you know, she's really happy, and if he'd been dusted and she hadn't been, then she would have been a bit more depressed.
She would have been very.
Yeah.
But what, are you talking about the strangers from Far From Home?
Yeah.
I think that, well, either that or either that or it's the end of the Avengers. The end of Endgame will lead into that. Why she's happy. Or major plot twist. It takes place before this film.
Maybe.
But I don't want that. You're just cramming at that point. It would have been good if he'd sent that to the mirror dimension.
What?
Yeah, why didn't he just send the spaceship to the mirror dimension?
What, you know when he tried to put Thanos in the mirror dimension on Titan?
That's what, yeah.
What if he actually did? So all of it afterwards is in the mirror dimension. But that would be a bit of a cop-out, I think.
But then they have to then get Doctor Strange back so they can all get out of the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you remember? Do you know them images that like Avengers spoilers without context?
Oh yeah, it was like...
There was one. I remember that one was like they just had a picture of Squidward.
One was Pile of Dust.
Yeah.
The other ones... I don't want to search it up because it might be Avengers Endgame ones without spoilers.
They will do. They will definitely be out by now.
Once I've seen the film, I'll be a lot more relaxed, but I'm really nervous that...
Oh yeah, like online I hardly use Reddit. Twitter I still use because I did all my muting.
Don't use Reddit.
No. Instagram as well is dangerous. Like, loads of our classmates have fell because of Instagram.
I locked out.
Like, what's it? Brennan dropped his phone just dead on the floor from Instagram. Heather was corrupted through Instagram.
Can you name all of them? Oh wait, we've got to pay attention to this. Oh!
Okay.
Great score as well.
Yeah, the Alan Silvestri is the best composer.
He's really underrated.
Alan Silvestri and the guy who did Black Panther, I feel so bad I don't remember.
What about the score for Winter Soldier and Civil War?
Oh, the Winter Soldier theme is brilliant.
That's Henry Jackman.
Yeah, that theme is brilliant. Like, look, the scores, I don't pay attention to most of the scores because I'm not... Did he just drop a taxi on Banner? That was careless as hell. Oh, this scene is just brilliant.
Just stay still.
Yeah. I've seen that shot so many times because we've had it on the DVD, on loop, on the Blu-ray on loop.
Which one?
The shot of him.
Oh, him flying, yeah.
Yeah. I like how he's having Hulk-tile dysfunction.
Do you watch Hishi? How it should have ended?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one for this?
Might have. I don't really watch them often.
You know when he cuts off that guy's hand when he's trying to get through the portal? Why didn't they do that with Thanos?
Yeah. Makes sense. But this is awesome. I think there was a theory that he had said something like from the future, but I think my dad's friend was like geeking out about it. But I said no, he definitely says it was a field trip.
Yeah.
Definitely says field trip. Okay, that's brilliant. The action is amazing.
I mean, this whole sequence is just better than the whole of Age of Ultron. Oh, wow.
I absolutely love this film. But I'm an apologist. Well, not an apologist. I don't think that's the right word. But I'm a lover of Age of Ultron as well.
No, I don't like it.
Just the after party scene alone. Like, Ebony Moore is a lot more powerful than he seems. Like he just walks around with like nothing, like doing nothing, like no muscle, no nothing, and yet he's probably the most powerful of all of them.
Yeah.
That's good. I like the cape here as well.
Mm.
Like, I'm just thinking back to, like, that's the wizard. Spider-Man's gone from, yep, I'm going on a field trip. Now, right, I've got to follow a wizard through a city that's being destroyed by an alien.
Mm. We didn't see any of this in, we didn't see a lot of this swinging through the streets of New York in Homecoming, did we?
No. They seem to be avoiding that with the Spider-Man trilogy now. Because Far From Home isn't set in New York. Homecoming didn't have much of it. Homecoming, though, is brilliant. Homecoming's one of the better MCU films.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just
That's
like the
really
shot
cool.
in a minute. This one.
Just, look, don't get me wrong or anything.
Don't get me
Like-
wrong.
Yeah!
Oh, did you actually mean that?
Yeah.
I was gonna say. My sister
Wow.
loves someone, by the way.
I understand. It seems like every girl is like obsessing over him.
Not Ebony Moore. Oh, can you name them all?
Ebony Moore. God is not the Hulk.
Right. Ebony Moore, Chloe Obsidian, Corvus Glaive, and Proxima Midnight. I learned them last night.
Proxima, I remember. I recognise, but remember. Let go. But no, I'm trying to save the wizard.
Mm.
That's good. I love the Spider-Man. Tom Holland is my favourite Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's really good, but he would have been a good college-aged Peter Parker.
Mm.
I mean-
Morales.
I do want to see what the MCU does with Miles Morales. Especially if we get Childish Gambino playing the Prowler. Oh god, I'm imagining that. That'd be so cool.
Oh, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse
Yes.
score is good.
I not picked up. I saw the Blu-ray in Morrison's today.
I'm going to get it.
There's a alternate, like you can watch alternate scenes, plot lines, like alternate ones, like just guided by the creative team. I really want to get that Blu-ray. This is kind of tragic because, like, he promised Pepper no surprises, and then like, now he's having to let her down.
When I first watched this in cinemas, when she cut out, I thought,
She died.
yeah, I thought she died.
How would she die though? Oh no, I tripped and I fell and I died.
What I would have thought, I don't know. Should have stayed on the bus.
But Spider-Man is one of the funnier characters in the film.
And Drax. Oh, Guardians is soon. I just remember that. It's
I think it's
just after this bit.
either just after this bit or after the next lot of characters.
No, it's after this bit. Because he uses the phone, then the Rubber Band Man music plays, and then we cut to space. Bye, Wong.
It was Wong to leave the film like that. He should have stayed.
It's the Wong trousers, Gromit.
I'm sorry, I'm just... You're alright. You were right. I like the titles.
Space.
Like, Joe and Anthony Russo just like... It's like their films are proud, and I love it. But yeah, Joe, you're...
Yes.
This scene as well was like the first hint, like that. Yeah, Gamora and Peter like really together, like the way Peter's dancing along. Like in Guardians 1, Gamora would have called him pathetic and hit him around the head and told him to stop. Drax is asleep. That's brilliant.
I love Drax.
Drax is hilarious. But she's like getting into it, like she's lip syncing along. Like they're also tired. Where are they going? Oh yeah, they're going to the distress signal.
This film made me really like Gamora and Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. I mean, See, they're sort of acting like they're still like criminals here.
Mm.
Like in the last film, Rocket was doing it because he was depressed, like in the Guardians 2. But here it's just like, yep, we're criminals. We can get something out of it. This is sort of brilliant because I now want to see what Peter and Gamora would be like as parents.
Mm.
I would love it if Groot's first words, other than "I am Groot" or "We are Groot," was "fuck." How funny would that be?
Do you know what Groot says when he dusts, don't you?
What? What does
He
he say?
says, "Daddy," to Rocket.
Oh, what in Groot? I'm guessing.
Yeah, in Groot he says.
Okay, this I really want. This sequence coming up is why I want Thor to be a Guardian.
Mm.
Like, yeah, it's brilliant. Drax is hilarious, but I think they are just playing him for comedy because they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
I like how they're just killing his ego here. Oh, that's brilliant. Mantis is really underused in the MCU.
I like her in this though.
She's good, she's just underused.
I went to see this with my family, and my mum's favourite bit was when Groot sacrifices his arm. Like, out of all the moments, you like that bit? She went, yeah.
I mean, that was a really cool moment.
I know, but Doctor Strange versus Thanos.
Or Thor's entrance into Wakanda. I love the handheld way this is filmed.
Yeah.
It really gives it a lot more levity.
I'm excited to see, how Endgame looks, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the different shot from the trailer.
No, they didn't actually include that shot. This is
Perfectly balanced.
Mm. Oh. See, I feel like the Guardians should have got like one scene where they all together wail on Thanos. Like all of them fight Thanos together. That could have been fun.
Well, Endgame might have all of them come together.
If all the Dusted Avengers come back, I really want to see everyone fight Thanos.
I'm so glad they didn't do a Justice League with this and rush to get this movie out.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp's only purpose really is to set up the quantum realm. Do you think, like, if they'd done that in the first Ant-Man,
Yeah.
and give Captain Marvel more of an intro in Endgame, do you think that we should have had just this and then Endgame? No Ant-Man or Captain Marvel in between. And then we got Spider-Man Far From Home in like November. Enough time so they can release the trailer after this, after Endgame.
I don't know. I still
Look,
because Ant-Man and the Wasp gives more info into the quantum realm, which is going to play into Endgame.
well, yeah, but that's what I said. If they'd done that in first Ant-Man,
That would have been a bit rushed.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, what if the story that time wasn't just the whoever the hell villain from the first Ant-Man? It was Ant-Man with the suit, and then he gets into it. Like, I don't think we even needed an origin story for Ant-Man.
Something just occurred to me.
What?
So I was watching Ant-Man and the Wasp yesterday, and his regulator on his suit isn't working.
Yeah.
He's still wearing that suit.
They must have fixed the regulator.
So in the Endgame, is his regulator going to be playing up? Is he going to keep shrinking and going big?
No. I feel he fixed his reg. Didn't he? When did his regulator break? Was it in Ant-Man or Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was a work in progress suit.
Oh yeah. Well, surely Hank must have fixed it. You would have thought before they're sending him back into the quantum realm, they would have had a backup plan.
Yeah.
This is. Oh, this is why Thor. Oh no, because Thor is saying, look, yeah, they're safe because he doesn't know they're not. As far as he knows, they're together. Civil War is such a great film. Like,
Thor doesn't know about that.
I know.
He doesn't even know in this film, like, at the end.
he doesn't know. He's not even going to find. I don't even think he's going to find out. I think he's going to find. Oh, what if he finds out at the beginning of Endgame and gets really pissed off at Cap and Tony? Like, you two, if you didn't settle your differences, you would have saved everyone. We wouldn't have lost so much. In my worst Thor impression. Wow. I love Thor in this film. Nevertheless.
Oh, that was the shot from the trailer that they used. That one.
Yeah. I really just want to see more interactions with the Guardians, and I saw actually a picture of a clip from the Men in Black trailer of Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth in the same shot. It's like at the end of Endgame, Thor and Valkyrie become Guardians of the Galaxy. So I thought it was quite funny. I was going to retweet it, but then I thought, hang on, some people may think it's a spoiler.
That was the shot. The Mantis wave.
This action scene as well is really cool. Do you want a jacket?
No, I'm fine.
There's another packet as well. We've got another 20. Oh, 10, sorry.
There are bits in this film where I can understand you going to sleep because I really wanted to get back to the Tony in space, but between now and the next Tony bit, it's so long.
Because we've got another Cap bit, haven't we?
Then we've got another Guardians. I think we've got a Thanos bit.
For me, I think it was just third time round. Alright, I'm ready to nap. Right. But I think for Endgame, I might end up seeing it more than 3 times.
For Endgame?
With Endgame, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
With Endgame, I might end up seeing it more than 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I want to go in IMAX. I need to go in IMAX.
They should release the IMAX version on the physical release. Why?
I think they released it on 4K, don't they?
Do they?
I thought on the 4K would be the IMAX version.
Oh, where's my phone? Oh, it's on charge. I'll look at it later.
Joe, if you can connect me to the Wi-Fi, use my phone.
Oh, I don't know what my Wi-Fi code is.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I always think the first time watching the film is exciting, but you're not as relaxed because I was watching it. My heart was pumping, like really nervous about what would happen. And the second time, you can kind of relax and enjoy it more.
For me, I love the film. Like, when I watch films, I don't always watch them just to be relaxed. Like, I watch them for the adrenaline rush. Like, The Raid is a perfect example of that.
And Hot Fuzz.
I'm more fan of what's it, The World's End.
I really like that film.
Also, this scene, right? People talk about how can Captain America beat them, but Wanda and Vision can't. Sorry about the rustling, guys. How can Captain America and just them, all of them defeat them, but Wanda and Vision can't? They catch them off guard and injure Vision.
Yeah.
The Captain America's The Team Cap catch them off guard and injured them. So
You'll never get the chance again.
the blade is stopping from fading. Yeah, that's writing to. They should have just. Well, if they'd stayed in bed, they would have got ambushed in their home.
True. Yeah.
See this action scene was really cool as well. The action in this film is just, it's amazing.
I think one of the things you were saying on the predictions video was that you're really excited for the action sequences in Endgame.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be better than the Titan battle, I think.
I think they're going to be better purely on an emotional level. I don't know if they can top it like on a filmmaking wise, because okay, that shot is brilliant. But yeah, the reason I don't think that's going to top it filmmaking wise is they shot them one after another.
Yeah.
They had a month off between filming. Like it was July to August, so they went like straight into production. They were exhausted probably right after doing Infinity War, and also they were going to film simultaneously, like film at the same time, like one big production. But they ended up doing it.
Have you watched the behind-the-scenes featurette for Endgame?
I've watched one of them. I don't remember what one it is.
Because Chris Evans says you think they've used up all their good ideas, but they saved the best things for this one.
Well, they've saved the best ideas, but what I'm talking about is execution. Like,
yeah, but
I know
it's the Russo brothers.
Yeah, they're great directors, but even good directors, right? They're if you exhaust someone, then they're not going to make good products. I know, for example, I filmed a short film on the Saturday past. I need to actually start editing that. When I get a chance, I'll do that in college. I remember I was exhausted through. I was not exhausted, but I was like, I was annoyed because I just had personal business and this thing. Oh yes,
Captain America.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
I'm annoyed that Falcon got dusted because, you know, he's got.
He had to though. But yeah, like I had personal stuff going on like in the morning right before I filmed. So I remember like I don't think it's my best yet. I mean, hopefully it should be coming out. I mean, I'm aiming for a July release for post-production.
Is this the comedy?
Yeah. It's all the hints you guys are getting. It's a comedy. But no, this yeah, I should be aiming for a July release. I've fallen and I can't get up.
There we go. You'll never get the chance
again. They stole one of their weapons though, didn't they? I like that look where he's like, what? Why is that? What's that take? What's that going on?
They got their.
How did no one notice that? There's a big donut in the sky and you don't notice it.
Vision grunts.
I like that. See, what I want to know is where their base of operations was. I don't think they didn't state the Avengers place.
No, they said loads of hotels in a later scene.
Oh.
You just wanted time. Home.
I think they realised there's a bigger threat this time.
Oh yeah, there's this bit as well.
There's a flashback, Thanos. There is a lot going on in this film. Like right now, Joe, where does it say how long we've been recording for? Oh yeah, audio position. We're only about half hour in. I think.
Yeah.
Are we? You can check, can't you?
It usually comes up on there, but it hasn't.
If you just press the middle, not like swipe it at all. It'll tell you how far through it is. But yeah, I like how the donut ships have been there for ages, and also you can see Chitauri in this scene, can't you? That's quite cool. This
actor's really good.
Who and the little girl playing Gamora. Yeah, she's good. She doesn't really get much to do at all.
But what she does get to do?
She's good, yeah. She gets this flashback, and then she gets a scene later on.
What did it cost?
Everything.
Everything.
The scene. I think every scene she's in gets memed to death.
Perfectly balanced.
That shot has been... I've seen that shot so many times with different things on either side. It's either that shot or the one where she has it. The cinematography is really nice as well. Like,
I mean, when you look at the Joss Whedon film, they look really flat.
Joss Whedon's films, my problem with them is that
they're Joss
less an Age of Ultron, but especially in the first Avengers, you watch it like high quality. It looks so like the production design is dreadful. It just looks so flat, so like a fan made thing. Like it hasn't been through post production. Like this, and the colours in this film look so much better. Like a lot of MCU films look quite flat, but I feel like Guardians 2, Black Panther, this, a lot of them look flipping amazing. Like, I like this scene.
Yeah.
Because
swear on your mother's life. I have to come out.
Is it? I don't remember that line.
She puts her hand on his mouth and says, "Swear on your mother's life." And, you know, she died, didn't she?
Yeah. That scene, okay. I watched that at the worst possible time. Me and my dad, my granddad was in the hospital, dying of cancer, and we went to go see a film.
Oh, was this when you went to see Guardians?
We went to go see a film to lighten the mood, and it opens with Peter's mum dying of cancer. That was a cheery day, to say the least. But yeah. I like Peter's attitude here though. He is a man-child, and I really like the way they present it.
Before this film, I had no idea that Gamora was going to have such a big role.
Chris Pratt is like a great actor. Between this and Guardians 2, more than Guardians 1, he is amazing.
Surprisingly, Dave Bautista, who plays Drax, is quite a good actor as well.
Oh, he's funny as hell. Like this. This scene was pretty much iconic. An hour. I think Drax is hilarious, but Mantis is a good foil for him as well. Like, it's this. But my movement so slow. Oh, that's brilliant. I love their reactions.
Hi, Drax.
Yeah. Oh. I love his reaction as well. He just sulks. Nowhere looks
odd.
Like just from the outside, it looks different.
I've been listening to this soundtrack a lot.
I don't know. Am I weird for not liking film soundtracks like outside of films? Like I'll listen to soundtracks like the Black Panther one. I thought that had some great cuts on it. But like, have you heard the Black Panther soundtrack? Not the score, the soundtrack.
No, I thought the soundtrack was the score.
No. The soundtrack. Okay, a lot of people get confused. The score is sometimes a film will call its soundtrack the score, or the score the soundtrack. Sorry, because there's no like music in the film. That's not the score. But you know, in Black Panther, they have Kendrick Lamar on it a few times.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, where they have the Weeknd's Pray For Me, and then they have that Kendrick Lamar song. I think that's on the Black Panther soundtrack. I haven't listened to it in so long. But in the career chase, where you can hear Kendrick Lamar, that scene, like, okay, I don't know about you guys, but whenever any artist I listen to is using a film whether it be Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Eminem. Like, if as soon as I see an artist that I like in a film or in a film's marketing, like, I was ridiculously excited for Den of Thieves just based on a trailer that used Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Like, there was that one. There was the DNA used in Creed 2, which, by the way, okay, I know it's a tangent, it's not related, but a film about a boxer who's fighting the son of the boxer who killed his dad in the ring, using the song DNA in the trailers, and not just DNA, a great remix of DNA. Oh, that Creed 2 trailer is so good. Also, if you guys haven't watched Creed 2, go check it out. It was in my top 10 for last year.
This scene was leaked before the effects were added.
Oh, really?
I watched it.
See, I remember my parents had my mum, my stepdad had a pirate copy of X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was either that one or the Wolverine, but it was the work print copy. It wasn't. It was the bit where it's just cut together without the VFX.
Oh yeah.
I really want to watch a work print version of a film. Like, apparently, The Equalizer 2 had its work print leaked, and like apparently there was like some other scenes that were scenes that were cut. Apparently there was a scene where he just eats for like 5 minutes. I think so. I don't know. I'll have to ask my friend Dennis again. But yeah, I really do want to watch a work print version of a film.
This would be interesting to watch because you'll see what's his name?
Josh Brolin doing all the mocap.
Yeah, his full performance.
See, I highly doubt they would do this like 45 minutes in.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, no. He's not dead. Or he's not dying.
Although Gamora's reaction, it makes perfect sense. It's the reason that I mentioned this in the predictions video. I want to see Nebula just sitting
magnificent.
Like, I want to see Nebula sitting next, like, on Thanos' grave, just with a shot of contemplation. Like, wow, this has happened because of Gamora's reactions here.
It makes sense why they didn't show him getting the Reality Stone because
They can
it's like a liquidy thing, and it'd be hard to show that going into the gauntlet because it's not like an ingot.
Well, what I think would be really cool is if he had if he went up to the Aether, because I know that's what it was called in Dark World, and he was just held the gauntlet up and it just swirled in. It is possible to show. Also, I like how the Reality Stone, the thing that can morph reality, is different to the other stones. Because it's not actually, it was a liquid form. That's a really cool detail. This scene. Just to see the Drax fall apart.
The Mantis bit looks a bit odd.
What when she...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the visuals are... Oh, the CGI's a little bit off there.
Grimace.
You let her go.
See, this must be the most awkward father meets boyfriend scene since the car ride in Spider-Man: Homecoming. I like this though because it does hint at the thing at Peter and what happens later. Peter Quill's just done so good here. Do you know James Gunn actually helped on the script?
For the Guardian bits.
Yeah. So the Guardians didn't feel like they were.
Ryan Coogler helped on the.
Oh really? Well, I know that Black Panther and Infinity War were filmed at the same time. So to keep a consistent look, they filmed all the Wakanda stuff at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. But Ryan Coogler is such a good director. If you guys haven't seen Creed, go watch Creed. It is so good. And Black Panther as well is really good. Much better. It was better than when I first watched it. CG still doesn't hold up amazingly. Not even just like in the models in the climax, but like the green screen at the waterfall, you know, where they have the champion battles
In what?
in Black Panther. The green screen there to put all the people on the side looks really awkward. The bubbles. It just reminds me of. Have you ever watched The Nostalgia Critic?
No.
He does reviews of films. He did one of, I don't remember what film it was. I think it was a Stephen King one. But there were bubbles that were meant to be scary, and I'm just imagining the fucking bubbles.
From Finding Nemo.
I haven't seen that in years. So can we just cut back to Tony in space?
I was just thinking that as well.
Like, we've had a Captain America scene since. Oh no, this is like War Machine and all that. See, Rhodes, that dialogue, if the accord, like Rhodes' comments on the records here, I think shows the regret. Oh, that's really good. This is really cool as well. Arrest, like, wow, this film is just like Captain America's character. He's not. See, Captain America's gone rogue. You can tell he's like nomad right now. I like how he's a 90-year-old man who's threatened to beat up a 60-year-old man, let's say. And it doesn't look as hilarious as you'd think it would. See, I like the respect there still. Like, the Avengers, they've broken up, but there's still that underlining respect. Yeah, hotel. Well, maybe that was just a joke, I don't know. Okay.
Not bad to get there. Did you get a taxi?
Well, you gotta think the first place you'd think to go.
Oh, but how do you get there?
I think he would have got a taxi or an Uber. I'm just picturing the Uber being like, okay, what music do you want? I've got to speak. Do you want anything? Just don't talk. And he's just sitting there like, not cool right now, mate.
Oh, it was a hologram of the guys that were fighting.
Oh. That makes sense.
Oh, what? He's on house arrest as well.
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Did you not know?
No.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? They both have families. They both took the same deal. Although Hawkeye's house arrest is probably a lot bigger than Ant-Man's house arrest. He could still go out like in the garden and all that.
Oh yeah. Do you think Vision's gonna come back?
See, it's hard because while I don't want Vision to come back, him, Ant-Man, like everyone introduced sort of 2015 on, I think should stay. But at the same time, I don't want Vision to come back because it'd feel cheap. Like, I don't know what Vision's history in the comics is. The only thing I know about Vision, I think him and Scarlet Witch break up, causing Scarlet Witch to go mad and become a villain.
Yeah, she well, I've heard of something about the comics, and she apparently has children with Vision, and she wakes up one day thinking, how have I had that? And then she finds out after like loads of time that they're not real.
Huh.
It's something she's created in her head, and she goes mad. And
see, I could just imagine she's actually been cheating on Vision, but she doesn't realise it. I like how Bruce is like he's a scientist. Like this, when he's the scientist, he's great. Look at this. Okay, this is the best score in the MCU, I think. Oh,
I like the
Wakanda theme.
I like one of the bits from
So good.
I think it's called A King's Sunset. The track in Black Panther
When's it used?
during the big CGI battle. It's when Okoye puts her spear up to her husband, and we suddenly cut to them fighting underground.
Oh, I love that scene in Black Panther when M'Baku just picks up Daniel Kaluuya. That was so good.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
like Black Panther is really like a Jordan Peele reunion, isn't it?
I hadn't watched this before Infinity War.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember your tweet said it was the first time. Also, I don't know about you. I've been skipping like post-credit scenes that I remember. Like I've been
watching them.
I've just been cutting back. Like, oh, let's see.
I don't think I'd seen the Ant-Man and the Wasp second post-credit scene.
Well, if you saw the trailers, you did.
Yeah, because he's on the drums. But
Yeah.
the bit before I really like because it's like
Yeah,
all the
it's a
screens go
great.
dead.
It's a great post-credit scene,
Mm.
but at the same time,
It's in the trailer.
oh no,
Same
no,
with Black Panther.
what one
The one where he's like in front of all those people.
was that in the trailer?
That's in the trailer.
Huh. Well, I know that one. The first post-credit scene wasn't in the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp,
No, it wasn't.
and that one was a great post-credit scene, but it just, I don't know. I feel like it might have been a little bit better if we'd seen it in, like, again, if we were to cut out Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, and we'd have just a clean 20 film arc. It wouldn't be 22. Although there has been on average of 2 films a year so far, with Endgame being 22nd.
I'm a bit annoyed that they didn't continue with the one shots.
Well-
There's so many they could have done.
Yeah, but
Because Kevin Feige was like, "Oh yeah, we might do one for Korg and Meek."
oh, there, Korg is brilliant. I hope Korg didn't get dusted. I'd love to see Korg run up and go, "Piss off, Thanos."
Hi, I'm Korg. This is Meek.
Oh god, that's brilliant.
It does make
It does
sense.
make sense though. You like, it really does. What I'm excited for is I'm excited for the next Avengers film, like after in the catalyst after Endgame, because the really old movie Aliens. I love how we think like from the 80s is really old. Like Jesus, that's not old. Like it's really not old. Like, oh wow. Iron Man. Yeah. I love the scenes where Iron Man and Doctor Strange are butting heads. But I'm really disappointed we didn't get a no shit Sherlock moment.
They overuse that trailer now, though.
Fun?
They overuse the trailer. Did I
Joke.
say trailer?
Yeah.
That joke. They
No.
overuse it so much. It was in it was in Sherlock Gnomes, and it was in Holmes and Watson.
What the?
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, the reason they should have said it here is because both of them were Sherlock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's like the alien shot, isn't it? When the alien floats
Yeah.
out.
yeah. Well, they're referencing aliens. See, I like how he's still cocky. Like his character arcs haven't just completely neutered his character. See, these two are very similar, and I prefer Doctor Strange as a film, but they are We don't need Doctor Strange 2, do we?
No.
No, I think Doctor Strange as its own is a good film, but like The Incredible Hulk, it didn't need a second. And I seriously wish they'd asked Edgar Wright about doing Ant-Man and the Wasp, because that'd been really cool. Oh, this is good. I love the way he's contemplating, like he doesn't know how to answer.
Mm.
This. This scene as well was great. Robert Downey Jr. is just amazing in this film. I like the way the shot just zooms in here, keeps going in. The cinematography is beautiful. See, I feel like. Do you think this is a better film to Okay, you know The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
You know how it's sort of like this huge risk taker for the Star Wars franchise?
Well, it wasn't really.
Yeah, it kind of was. They did a lot of things that pissed off fans that they probably knew might piss off fans. So the Spider-Man, The Last Jedi was a huge risk taker.
Yeah.
Do you think that this film is equivalent to Spider-Man? Oh, not the Spider-Man, sorry. The Star Wars The Last Jedi? Or do you think the next one, Endgame, is equivalent?
Sorry, I'm just...
I like the look on his face.
And what is depressing is he's just become Avenger and he dies.
Oh.
In reply to your question, I think I'm gonna wait to see it as a whole before I think that, because I think this is a 2-part film.
Do you know what I really want to see? Quentin Tarantino did this with Kill Bill. There is a film out there called Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, which is just both films together.
That was on my Google Drive, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. That was one I wanted to watch. But I think... that's kind of funny. Don't know why. So, this scene's good as well. Okay, we should stop saying this scene's good, that scene's good, this scene's good. Because doing that for 3 hours is not going to be good. But no, oh yeah, I do want to see a version of Infinity War and Endgame that the midpoint sort of
connects.
The midpoint is Thanos doing the snap. Because I just want to see like the...
Oh, so you want to put them together?
Yeah, the Thanos does the snap.
Well, what?
And then they all dust or decimate. You cut out the credits.
And then if there's dusting in the part 2, then they can interlock it with them bits.
Yeah, sort of use that as a bridge. And have
the post-credit scenes attached to the end of the film.
Well, there's only one post-credit scene for Infinity War. Which is a post-credit scene that led to probably my least favourite Avenger. Right now. I don't like Captain Marvel as a character. Even though I'm going to see Captain Marvel again in about 2 hours and 10 minutes is when my adverts start.
One thing you can notice with this is she says she hated the chair, so he chooses to sit on the steps.
That's good. That is really good. Did you notice that in Black Panther they foreshadow Killmonger being the king using for his hair? His hair looks like a crown.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. I'll get it up. Unfortunately, I cannot show the audience pictures. There is no editing that goes into this, but it's an awful picture. But look, sort of a crown.
Oh yeah.
I always thought that was a really cool detail. And then once he has the crown, his hair goes normal again. But yes. That's good.
How big do you think Thanos' role will be in the film?
In Endgame?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want. I've heard it's not his film. It is purely the Avengers film. So, like, I feel like his role is purely gonna be an obstacle. Like, if you guys You guys should go and watch our predictions video where I said this, that he should be an obstacle, whereas he's pretty much a protagonist in this film, like, or not maybe not protagonist,
Main
but like
character.
he's essentially like, it's his film here. I think it's going to be the motor to an obstacle in the next film. Like, purely, he's sitting there on his farm, it's like, oh, what the hell, these Avengers, okay, let's go kick them, let's go beat them.
Nebula.
Nebula.
I like Nebula.
Why does she look like a Five Nights at Freddy's character here?
I've never played it, so I don't know.
She looks just like an animatronic. This is really good though. Just shows the extent of Thanos' abuse. About how she was replaced so many times. It would have been cool as well if Gamora had like a metal hand. Suggested she did get beaten like once or twice.
Yeah, but the point in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was that she'd never beaten her.
Yeah. It would have... See... When did this happen? I feel like this is Guardians 3. And if it is Guardians 3... Okay, Guardians 3, if it does take place before Infinity War, they cannot... Well, first of all, I don't think they should, because that would ruin the Infinity Saga box set they're releasing.
Yeah.
But if it was, they can't do anything with Peter. It has to be focused on the other characters. Have you seen the Infinity Saga box set?
No. Does it look good?
I'll show you. Again, you guys should definitely Google it, have a look for yourself. It is a really cool box set. Infinity, not Stones, Saga, Blu-ray.
Oh, Vormir in this film looks great.
Right, let's see if I can find the image that I saw on Twitter.
Make sure not to see spoilers.
No, this is just there. This is the 4K version. I saw a Blu-ray of it.
Ooh.
That looks really nice, doesn't it?
Mm.
I'll definitely be purchasing that. Okay. Yeah, this... I like this. I like how we learned Groot. Yeah. Okay, yep. This... Okay, here's a question. Mjolnir or...
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker, yeah, that's his name.
Stormbreaker.
You think Stormbreaker?
Yeah.
Does Stormbreaker do the whole summoning thing again? I can't remember.
To do what?
Like, if he throws Stormbreaker, can you just put it back? He can't
I
he?
think so.
Yeah, he does it in his entrance. Like, oh.
When he says best friend died, stabbed through the heart, who was that?
Best friend died, stabbed through the heart. Oh, yeah, he was... His best friend technically was the guy that... You know when... one of the people from the Dark World and from the first Thor that are so irrelevant I can't remember their names. The people that were... Oh my god, they are so irrelevant. The Warriors 3.
Were they stabbed through the heart?
Well, yeah, one of them
By
was... Yeah, Hela. She came out, just threw her swords.
Yeah, but is
Threw
that
more
his,
of them.
Is that his best friend?
Yeah, technically. I mean... See, I think, yeah, that was his best friend. I mean, it was poorly conveyed, but...
Yeah, I've always wondered who he meant.
But this... Chris Hemsworth is so damn good in this.
Mm.
And right after he's done this, he's going to go play a dope in MIB International. I can just imagine he's done this whole intensive Avengers shoot. Like, okay, I'm not acting. I don't care. I'm not acting. Just take me on holiday.
No,
So he's like, look, I've been London. I've been desert. I guarantee he just did MIB for a vacation.
Rocket just said he could lose a lot, and he does lose everything at the end.
Yeah. Okay, this is more of the retconning that the Russos... I feel like the Russos and Taika Waititi needed to have more conversations. Because they completely retcon, like...
What, the eye?
Not just the eye, but the whole ending of Ragnarok.
Oh.
I would have watched that. The only way I could sneak it off the dress was on my
I find that quite funny.
hair.
That shot's brilliant. His eyes just...
Something this thing walks, everything seems dark.
Yeah. Oh,
It's not the eye. Oh,
it ain't the eye. You gotta learn how to talk like Rocket. You little trash panda. This...
It's weird that they got Peter Dinklage to...
I thought that was hilarious. We'll see him in a minute, but I thought it was honestly hysterical when...
Oh, wait.
More music.
I love the magical...
In Nidavellir. Yeah, the score. I feel like this should have been a Doctor Strange thing. Like, it should have been in Doctor Strange. But, yeah. I think it is hysterical when you see, like, Peter Dinklage playing a dwarf giant. Like, there was a moment like that in the film Red Joan recently that I saw. Okay, and this... Spoilers for the film Red Joan, if you're considering seeing that in cinemas, I don't recommend it. But there's this, the whole point of the film is she's an old lady who, in the 40s, would leak stuff about the atomic bombs to Russia. But she sort of denies, or say she doesn't really deny it. I don't know, it's not a good film. It's not really clear. But in the present, she has a Stalin mug, which, if you're on trial for potentially being a communist, a Stalin mug, and it felt like the director was just taking the piss at that point, because he's just sort of cut from the flashback to, place down a Stalin mug. Like, it was honestly, I lost it in the cinema. I was dying of laughter.
I knew he was going to be in this film. It was rumoured to be, I think it was Eitri, might have been, but I forgot about him when I went to the cinema. I was like, oh.
See, I didn't know that. I think I heard he was going to be in it. I didn't hear who was going to play. And even if I did hear who was going to play, I didn't know he was a dwarf. Or a giant, sorry. What?
So what did he do to his hands? Because he cut them off?
I don't remember. I think... what did he...
Because they're stone, so...
Maybe he crushed them.
Oh, maybe it's about his hands.
Maybe. Thor is so good, but I wish he kept the eye patch. He looked so cool, the eye patch.
I don't mind him about it.
Yeah, but he looks so cool, and it completely retcons the end of Thor Ragnarok. Like, the whole climax of Thor Ragnarok is so good that it does sort of, like, piss me off a little bit to see it completely retconned.
Is that a Chitauri?
I like to think he does have a Chitauri army, because what else is he going to keep on that massive ship of his? So like, this, she's sort of putting herself back together. If I was her, I would have crashed the ship into a nearby planet.
No, because it would have killed the people on it.
Yeah. So?
What?
Thanos would probably die as well.
Yes, Tony bits. Love
Yeah.
these.
These, in the first half, probably in the first half, is it? I think we're about halfway through here.
Yeah.
This is about...
Well, just over halfway.
Well, no, because we had our introduction, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
So I think we're about at the midpoint here. Tony gets to what's it? Tony gets into Titan. Steve gets to Wakanda. Well, he already is there. The Guardians. They're going to start going to Titan soon. Also, it's very lucky they can breathe on Titan.
Yeah.
Like, is that just not a problem in alien planets? I feel like it's something very overlooked in the MCU. Is how alien planets will have different like air composures or compositions to Earth. Like if we were to, there's like a certain distance. I like that. I love Tony's like attitude towards Peter. Oh, this is brilliant as well.
It sounds like the Predator score.
Yeah,
Not the new Predator, the
original.
yeah.
And
Because it's
especially,
like, yeah.
yeah, he did both of them.
He did Stuart Little, I think, as well.
Really? Just imagine your filmography includes classic sci-fi horror, some of the biggest films of all time.
Stuart Little.
M. Night Shyamalan's writing debut. Did you know it was written by M. Night Shyamalan?
Really?
Apparently so, yeah.
Stuart Little.
Yeah. I know.
It's good for him.
Surprised there's no twist at the end. I like that. Blanket of death. This is the most iconic line from the film. Where is Gamora? You'll do one better. Who's Gamora? You'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? That's so quotable. I like that.
Bloody son, I can't see the screen.
Yeah, the sun. We're watching this like on a projected onto a wall. And by the way, at night,
This bit.
that's funny. Like, did they seriously not know Earth was? Oh my god, that's brilliant. Oh, that's good. Oh my god. Oh god, that's brilliant. It's just not that good looking. Oh.
Man, that's dark. I can't...
Can we get back to Captain America? And by the way, this looks perfectly fine on any other screen, any TV, just projecting it onto the wall
Yeah,
at like 2:45
when you watch
in the
this
afternoon.
in a cinema, it looks amazing, but...
Yeah. Oh, do you know what would be so cool, Joe?
What?
Like do a horror marathon like overnight, like projecting
What, on the
horror
screen?
films onto. How cool would that be?
That would be cool.
Oh. That's something we should do at some point.
That's a bit much.
But yeah. Oh, just imagine that as a podcast.
What, the horror?
A horror marathon overnight. Do that as a Halloween special.
The spooky spooks.
Or just do it like late September and then record like a bunch of horror ones for the whole of October. We should look into that. I want to see more of Steve now.
No, I like
It's been
this
a while. I like the graphics as well.
We'll use it.
Oh, God.
I have a plan. When this begins one, it's pretty simple. You draw in, pin down, get what you need.
See, I like how he has the beginnings of a plan. He had like 12% of a plan in Guardians of the Galaxy.
This while I'm breaking it down? Huh? Did you hear what I said? See, not winging it isn't really what they do.
Oh, Mantis is funny. Mantis and Drax are funny, but they're very underused outside of that. Like, Drax had a great motivation in the first Guardians, and the comedy just came naturally. Here and in Guardians 2, they're forcing the comedy a little bit more. We don't know what it means. That's funny. This shot, I think, was like iconic in the trailer so much.
Yeah. They'd removed Doctor Strange in the trailer, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah. So, you know, that would have been a plot point.
Yeah, maybe.
It never was.
Oh, I love his look of like, what? What are you saying?
Have you seen Flash Gordon?
No.
Oh.
No. Oh, that's good. I love that dynamic. It looks like that looks like. I bet this was the entirety of like Venom's post production. Was just someone came out of the cinema watching that and was like, right, that's what we're doing. Like the director of Venom, I quite like him as well. He did Zombieland.
This bit was in one of the TV spots.
Oh really?
Which was annoying.
I didn't watch the TV spots. See, there's got to be more than one. With the amount of multiverses, he just didn't do enough looking.
Oh yes.
I bet he just checked. All right, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
One of my favourite bits. This is.
Is this the midpoint or is this more into the second act?
I'd say this is second act.
Or not second. Sorry, into the second half. Because it's definitely second act. We're far into the second act. I would have thought it would be past the midpoint.
For your sister's sake.
Do you know this wasn't Hugo Weaving voicing him?
Yeah, it was a guy from The Walking Dead, I think.
I think so. I know because
Voice-
Hugo Weaving, he didn't want to come back.
Yeah, he didn't want to put the mask back on.
Hang on. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Son of Alars.
When I first heard the voice, I didn't think Red Skull.
See, when I first heard it, I didn't know if it was Hugo Weaving or not.
What? So when you heard him, as soon as you heard him, did you think that's Red Skull?
No, well, as soon as I didn't know, because he sort of looks like a Dementor right now. I thought we were getting a Harry Potter crossover. I was going to freak out, but
I thought it might have been Doctor Doom or something.
No, because just imagine if that's why Fox or Disney have purchased Fox, so they can put it all into Endgame, like the Fantastic Four. Again, guys, go watch our Endgame predictions if you want more about that. There's honestly, guys, just go check that video out. If you guys have another hour and 15 to kill, go watch that video. It's a very good video. And also, if you have more time, go follow the links in the description. Because, you know, our friends, they need supporting. Even if they did cancel.
Yeah.
It's not their fault.
I'm sitting next to Heaven and Brennan tomorrow, so hopefully I don't get the illness from both of them.
See, oh no, Heaven's not ill, it's her sister.
Oh. Well, I don't want her sister to give it to her, and then I'm next to Brennan, who's...
I can just imagine you're sitting there like sandwiched between a cold. Just like, just sitting there like, with a face, with like a balaclava on. Just sealed up the nose and the mouth, like, no, I don't care. Oh. Wisdom. Oh. This scene is... It's not what no one saw coming. Because at this point, not only did we know Guardians 3 was coming out, but James Gunn was still attached to direct it.
Yeah, I didn't expect him more to die.
It really makes me question Guardians 3 though. But I want to see, like, we got the 4 Russo brothers films. I want to see more films that are just director led, rather than like, because like people like Peyton Reed, he doesn't really feel like he's directing a film he wants to make. He's directing a studio blockbuster. Yeah, with Scott Derrickson, yeah, his visual style comes in a little bit with some of the horror elements, like the fight when Doctor Strange is on the table. But like again, it doesn't feel like I wouldn't watch Sinister and watch Doctor Strange and say yes, completely same director. Like you could watch different films from different directors, say yes, the same directors, but like if the comedy in these films is anything to go by, I should probably be watching Community. But like I just want to see more directors. Like even Taika Waititi, it felt like his vision was diluted a little bit by the fact it was a studio film. Although the Hurricane song sequences were brilliant. I think it's Hurricane song. What's the song?
It's Immigrant.
Immigrant song. That's it. I don't know rock. This is brilliant.
I hope there's moments like this in Endgame, like moments we just don't expect.
No, Joe, we're gonna go in expecting everything.
No, I mean like because we think that people are gonna die, but I don't want one of those surprises to be someone dying. I want it to be like a character return or.
Yeah, that would be really cool. If we just saw like a bunch of characters that we hadn't seen in like God knows how long.
The Grandmaster saves the day.
Oh god, I can just imagine that. Like the Grandmaster just like does a pratfall off of something with a knife in his hand and just stabs Thanos in like one spot where his helmet's a little bit like.
He uses the melt. What is it? The melt stick.
The melt stick.
Oh yeah. Listen.
What score was it?
Civil War thing.
I like that she goes to kill herself there. Why is Bubbles his like? It would have been cool if her nickname was Bubbles or something, because I can just imagine like Thanos like turning. Just imagine Thanos saying, "I'm sorry, Bubbles."
Jelly bean. I think she shouts "Dad" when she's. Yeah, Dad. Maybe.
See, this whole scene, this whole film is just brilliant.
Is that the first fade transition we've seen in this film?
I think so. See, I like that her hair's sort of red because it sort of marks the fact that that's probably blood.
People were saying that she's in the Soul Stone because she's just died, and Guardians 3 will be Peter going into the Soul Stone to try and get her back or something.
If Guardians 3 is him trying to, if they find a way to time travel in Avengers Endgame,
yeah,
and then they decide in Guardians 3 that they're going to use that time travel to try and save Gamora because Peter's ridiculously depressed,
or he'll go back to his mum.
Oh wow! I can imagine.
I'm a genius.
I can just imagine a scene.
Tesseract theme again.
Wow. I can just imagine a scene where Peter Quill, like, he bumps it. He tells himself in the what's it? I can't remember the name. In the hospital, he tells his younger self, "Look, hold your mother's hand. Do not, like, you need to do it." Like,
there we go. Captain America bit.
Yay.
2600. I hope you're right about this.
I'd laugh if it was just like a country over. Like this is just somewhere in Kenya. And it was just like, yep. In you go. Oh, no. Wakanda is so good. Hey. Oh wow.
We don't do that here.
It's so funny. See, I thought apparently that line caused a bit of controversy.
Why?
I don't remember why, but I remember that caused controversy. But
I don't see why. It's called a joke.
like this Olympics or Starbucks. This is fun.
Yeah. Like I'm always thanking you for something. What are you doing? We don't do that. We don't have the social. Sir, I think you should expect quite a big assumption.
Quite a big's an understatement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Semi-stable 100-year-old man.
Yeah, they are like 100 years old now, aren't they? Because how old were they in? No, they wouldn't be 100. They'd still be 90s. I want to know the exact age of Steve Rogers. Like, and Bucky. I think something that a lot of people are saying. I'd love to see Shuri, Banner, Stark, and Strange, which is in one scene interacting. I just want to see all of everybody
I
interacting.
hope that when Shuri comes back, if she comes back in the the final, she puts on her Black
Oh,
Panther
God.
suit.
Oh god, I've just imagined something, right? I've just imagined the whole third act of Avengers Endgame is just a shawarma sequence.
That better be the end credit scene.
For a whole hour, we just get a shawarma sequence of everybody talking, like, here, in respect to whoever died, of a toast, and then they all...
I put that on my Twitter saying if they don't eat shawarma in the post credits.
I don't want there to be a post-credit scene for
I do.
Endgame, but if it is a post-credit scene, there needs to be like the new Avengers eating shawarma. That needs to be like I think
even
if there's anything other than that, I'll cry.
We're still gonna stay though for the whole of the credits.
Oh, even if there is none, I think I want to Google it because I've seen conflicting evidence. Like I heard.
What, if some people said there is?
One reviewer said his screening had nothing. One, that was Sean Chandler. He's a very, very good reviewer. And then there was another video when I was searching up for Endgame reviews that said, and there was in the title it said about a post-credit scene. It didn't detail anything. It said like post-credit scene explained.
We'll stay just in case.
Yeah, obviously.
Engage all defenses and give this man a shield.
Oh, what was there was this video I saw. It was like, get this man a shield. And then there was something else that played instead. But I can't remember what it was. Oh. Oh god, this is brilliant.
This bit reminds me of the bit from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah.
You know when their faces are going weird.
Yeah. See, I feel like that's like the closest to horror direction we've had in the MCU. Oh, that and the start and the first time we see the Hulk in
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the first act in that film.
Yeah, that's the factory scene. So good. I love horror is my genre. Okay, these superhero films are amazing, but horror is my genre. So I love to see horror elements in anything, even kids films. Like I love scary kids films. I just think it's so funny in the cinema when there's like a terrifying kids film. I'm just imagining someone somewhere is traumatized by this.
Like Monster House.
I'm just imagining how many people do you think were how many kids do you think were traumatized by the ending?
To Monster House.
No, to this film.
Oh, well, I know my friend Libby. She cried during the Tom Holland bit.
I teared up in that bit as well.
I didn't tear up during any. Oh, I love his face. I didn't tear up during any of it, but I felt, sad.
See that? I didn't like properly like start weeping, but I did like little tears. Like it's such an effective. The mech. My back can take it. Bless him. I like how he's like, right, hammer no more, I'm going for an axe. This... See, a lot of this, it doesn't feel like we're in the... It feels like we're getting close to the climax, rather than the end of the second act. But, yeah, we're not. We've got at least another...
45 minutes. An
hour. Roughly about an hour. Between 45 minutes to an hour. That's good. Oh, wow. This is... That's the one that Evan Moore was with.
Proxima Midnight and Carl Obsidian.
Oh.
I think.
I like this. The spectacle of this is just really cool.
Yeah, so when I watched Infinity War, I had no idea who that was, but now I've watched Black Panther.
In Zasho, I think it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced. I want to look that up.
M'Baku muscles.
Oh, M'Baku, like Winston Duke is really good.
M'Baku.
M'Baku is like an underrated character. I don't think he gets the love he deserves. I like how they Thought is diplomacy. They go to talk.
Mm.
Thanos will have that stone.
Oh.
I will calm down now.
Oh god. Black Panther is one of the. See, in terms of like the actual heroes, I think Black Panther, Captain America, they're some of my favourites.
Yeah.
They're so good. Oh man. I think I'd love to see a horror film where, like, I know one of your predictions for Endgame is that the Hulk and Banner are going to split. I'd love to see a horror film where Hulk and Banner have split and now Banner's got to go after the Hulk.
Or Hulk's coming after Banner.
Oh yeah, Hulk's coming after Banner. That'd be so cool.
Have you seen the fan-made trailer for Infinity War? It's got this playing over it. It's also got the We Are Divided from the Civil War trailers, and it's all of that played together with Gangster's Paradise in it. Oh, it's so epic.
I'm gonna have to find that because I like the idea of Gangster's Paradise and Avengers.
I wouldn't search it up though, just in case it comes up with an Endgame.
Oh, Joe, I don't think it will. It seems like most teenagers' attitudes nowadays.
What?
Got anything to die. Like, see, this is cool and all, but there's like gaps beside them.
Yeah.
It's not a solid wall.
I love the bit in a minute with War Machine and how you hear the bullets hit the big machines. So it goes.
I think this whole scene is just really cool. The way it's filmed as well. Oh, that's so good.
Probably the most useful War Machine's been in all the films.
Yeah. Well, the only thing he's been good for is getting crippled. Open. We open the barrier. Oh god. Black Panther is one of the coolest characters in the MCU, I think. Like, just in Civil War, the way he says, "No worries, don't worry, I'll kill him myself." Just, he's so good.
Wakanda forever!
Everyone, see, what annoys me is they had a joke about that in What Men Want, but he said, the little kid said, "Welcome to Wakanda," instead of Wakanda Forever, which annoyed me a lot.
Oh.
See, this bit here, where this shot in a second, where Captain America and Black Panther are running faster than everyone, it's done through, it's done through wires. They're on wires.
Or being pulled along.
Yeah. Which is, I think it's really cool. This whole action scene is really cool, but it's mindless, like just killing nameless enemies. I think the more impressive action scenes are the ones, not with the mass destruction like this one, but the ones where it's just like 2-on-1, or like the character, it's more
like the Civil War, Tony, Bucky.
Yes, that scene was so good. Or like the airport fight, where it's not mindless destruction, there's a lot going on, but at the same time it's more like
they focus on.
And both sides are more impressive.
What killing you means.
Oh god. Okay. I seriously, if any Avenger survives Endgame, it has to be Thor. It has to be, okay? I don't care if you guys, if they're like, "Oh no, Thor's finished his story." No, he hasn't, okay?
He's only just started.
If Thor is gonna die, he needs to die in a Thor 4, which, oh my god, I really want them to call it Thor for the 4th time or something like that.
4 and then THAW for, and then
Thor
4 skin.
Oh my god. Now I'm just imagining like a frozen foreskin that Thor's just obsessing over. Like, we need to thaw it out.
We need to thaw it out.
No, I really.
Foreskin forever.
Oh my god. No. I really want to see like. If Thor does another Thor film, he has to die in it. I think he can't survive another Thor film.
Oh.
But yeah, I really... Thor has only just become good. So he needs to survive one more film. Because I really want to see... You know Thor's coming to Fortnite?
Like I've never played it, so I know nothing about it.
Did you know the Avengers... there was an Avengers crossover when Infinity War came out.
Oh, I know about the Thanos thing.
Yeah, they're doing that again, but because they teased an image of... They teased it with an image of Stormbreaker.
Ugh.
I think that could be really fun.
Here we go.
Because
my mum's favourite bit.
this scene, Stormbreaker is really cool. Oh god, I can just imagine if Groot couldn't like break his arm.
I like the music.
Yeah. I'd laugh if Groot couldn't break his arm, so just walking around sort of limping, just like as a slow, heavy character. Okay, I've got this scene. Okay. We don't see Thor again until he re-enters this battle, does it?
No, there was meant to be a scene. It's in the trailer. They come up. Look at him.
He's somewhat useful here. How? Yeah, well, there was meant to be a scene in the trailer. What?
It was more scenes after he picks up his axe, but they were cut out the film.
Oh, that happens a lot though. Even that, they were fake for the film trailer. But I think just a deleted scene sounds better. Come on. Yay! Okay,
Oh, do you really like this bit, don't you?
Yes! So good.
Personally, I prefer the.
Oh my god, this is so
I
cool.
prefer the Doctor Strange bit, which is that controversial?
Yes. Oh, this use of the Avengers score is so cool. Oh yes. This scene is just so good. I love the relieved look on Captain America's face.
Oh no!
It's lines like that, okay? Banner in this scene, I wish he just didn't talk.
No, it's not the line, it's the CGI.
Yeah, the CGI and the line, and oh my god. Thor. Oh,
Okay, that is epic.
yeah, that's awesome.
Nipple chills. Oh, I like this bit as well.
Thanos. This is where he arrives on Titan.
You're much more of a Thanos.
I'm much more a Thor fan. Like, it's specifically this film and Ragnarok that make me like Thor. Like, I liked Ragnarok a lot more on second viewing. Same with Black Panther.
You're much more Thanos. Take it to Mars.
No.
No, she's just frozen, sleeping. Oh. This has sort of all taken place over like 1 or 2 days.
This film
Yeah.
takes place over a day, which is odd.
Yeah, because it's sort of... yeah. This has also been memed to death as well. Like where he does this.
How?
I'm pretty sure I've seen this in loads of memes. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh god. I like. See, this Thanos does make sense as a villain. Like his plot, his plan isn't exactly like a like Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor.
His motive in the comics is a bit different.
Because he's in love with death, isn't he?
Yeah, so Death wants him to, or he wipes out half the universe to please Death.
Because he's in a love triangle with Deadpool and Death, which I think is quite funny.
Odd.
Odd, yeah. Comics are odd. You know, there's a Scooby Apocalypse comic that's it's purely Scooby-Doo in post-apocalyptic, and I've read like a trade and a half of it, and it's good. I need to read more of it though. Oh god.
Here we go.
This is where everything gets amazing.
This is probably one of my favourite scenes or sections of a film in the MCU.
God, this battle was brilliant. Even though like a lot of it is just a big CGI fight, it's a really cool.
It's a real set. Well, the ground is.
Yeah, the ground's a real set. Thanos is mocap. The actors are all there, but it's a big CGI fight, and I really like that. And that is really cool. I really want to see more of the Avengers.
Boom.
Mixing that. Yes, I really want to see more Avengers like mixing up their powers and their skill sets. Like this.
How'd you have a kick?
I wonder what he's going to do there. I like that he calls him an insect. No. I feel like Wong should have come. Like, I get it, the Sanctum needs protecting. There's nothing at the Sanctum worth protecting right now. Thanos is the thing that needs beating. And just imagine two magic users at the same time. And, oh god, that's brilliant. Jeez. Just the spectacle of this fight. Like,
what? Nebula.
That is, isn't it? Yeah. That must be so satisfying for her to do. Just ram her dad with a like spaceship. Also, this feels like Super Smash Bros. When like everyone's like it's like everyone against one amazing.
Could have got a better weapon.
Could have, yeah. This scene, the cinematography, the way it's filmed, it's just really good. It's not filmed in like any standard way. There are loads of wide angles. It's really good. Oh, yeah, 'cause she can make people sleep. I love the way that it is things like this where everyone's power is being used. I wish Quill was used a bit more usefully, because then he wouldn't be able to get really pissed off and hit him. Or if Mantis had just kept her mouth shut. Oh, this should have been my Quill, help.
Shut up, Mantis.
Yeah. She should have waited until they got the gauntlet. I love Chris Pratt's performance here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, it's so good to see.
And because what James Gunn did in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he immediately acts.
Yeah. His performance in Guardians 2 is really good as well. Why did you leave?
Look, have you seen the post? Like, look how close they were.
Yeah.
That bit. Oh.
What I would have, I think Iron Man should have just helped Peter for longer. Oh, this scene is really cool though. They are gonna see. He is just gonna be on guard a lot more now. It reminds me of Black Panther when he's lost his mask in the beginning. He just like nuts on Baku. It's funny. It's brilliant though. The action in the hand-to-hand combat in Black Panther is really good. Because it's because Ryan Coogler did Creed as well. Have you seen the impressive like one take boxing thing?
I haven't.
You should watch Creed. You seen any other Rocky films?
No.
Don't matter. Just watch Creed and Creed 2. Both are great films. I need to rewatch Creed actually.
Oh, that's the kinetic energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
This bit is so cool. Yes.
Come get some.
This is so cool.
How much for the gun? Not for sale.
Oh, I love Rocket's like obsession with getting people's limbs, like prosthetic limbs. It's just hilarious. I like the banter as well. If I haven't seen this film in like a year.
I saw this like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, alright. I haven't seen it in like a year. I still haven't watched my Blu-ray copy of it.
You should.
Yeah, I know.
This is Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know. Oh god.
Yeah, when War Machine started shooting these in cinemas, it sounded great.
Yeah. Oh god, I like when they all separate as well. So...
Where was she up there all this time? Ready?
Yeah, the sound design is really freaking cool. Oh,
in the
this as well.
trailers, you can see a blue light in the background. People were predicting, "Oh, that's Quicksilver."
No, it's
It's not.
it's that.
But there was like a blue flash that went past.
Oh. Oh god, that's brilliant. I like that they faked he was dead. It just shows how clever they were. I can just imagine if there was like a quick reset button so Vision could quickly kill them all quick. Oh. The whole look, I reiterate it like so much. The action in these in any Russo film like this in the MCU is so good.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. This scene as well, I always thought this was a little bit shaky. Like the scene coming up.
What do you mean shaky? What?
The camera work. That was a criticism on some of the, I think it was Winter Soldier.
No, I thought it was fine.
Oh, it was really good, yeah. The action's probably the best part of Winter Soldier. It's just so cool. The Russo brothers are probably my favourite directors to take on the MCU.
Yeah.
Although, I do think... I don't know. Out of the 3 Taika films I've seen, and the 3 Russos I've seen, the Russos have got a better track record. But Taika's more consistent. Like, Winter Soldier's sort of a B- or B+ for me. Thor Ragnarok's a B-, or A-, sorry. And the others are and the other 2, What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People, are an A.
Do the directors choose the screenwriters, or do the screenwriters choose the director?
Neither the producers.
Oh.
See, it's scenes like this. It's scenes like this that do give credence to the what's it, theory?
Separation.
Yeah. Also, this fight is really cool. The one-armed Hulkbuster. There's a reason why it was Veronica. That it was called Veronica, the thing that delivered the Hulkbuster. It was a reference to the Archie comics somehow. Because his girlfriend was Betty.
Yeah.
And I know in Riverdale, Archie and Veronica were a thing for a while. And Betty and Archie, I think they were also, like, they were sort of like, Betty liked Archie, Archie didn't. Yeah, Riverdale's, it's not a great show.
No.
It's got, yeah.
Captain America. There he is.
Oh, Captain America's, he's underused in this film.
But he's...
When he is used, he is amazing.
The Russo said those who didn't have a lot of screen time in
this film. We'll be getting more in the next.
Ready for Scarlet Witch Ex Machina?
Oh yeah. You know, it's moves like that. You think, why don't you just lead with that? Look. I love the fights here. Like, I can't reiterate it like enough.
So we can't hold off him. We can hold off Thanos.
Thanos was like one direct punch. They were going blow for a bit, weren't they? Also, I like that they crippled Vision early on, so that he couldn't be like the all-powerful. Because we know if Vision didn't get crippled, he would be like Vision Ex Machina, wouldn't he? So I like that they crippled him early on. It works really well on narrative perspective. I like this that he doesn't remember anyone's name.
Oh,
This is your favourite bit, isn't it? This was really cool as well. Look, well, I don't think it's.
and he uses. I know it's just.
No, he smashes the mirror dimension, doesn't he?
I know, but
And then turns it to a black hole, so they can't all be in the mirror dimension. Okay, that's just really cool.
Oh, this is it. Oh,
Like,
I love this.
Doctor Strange used double team. If any of you guys get that, it's a Pokemon joke. That's what.
They used two stones in it. It was the Mind Stone and the
Reality
purple
Stone.
one.
The Power Stone.
Yeah.
He didn't use the
I'll
Mind.
take it off your.
He didn't use the Mind Stone.
Yeah, he used two stones at once.
He didn't use the Mind Stone.
He used the yellow
Vision
one.
still has the Mind Stone.
Oh,
He's the
sorry,
Soul Stone.
He's the Soul Stone. To find the soul of him.
I
And then the
like.
power to put him in.
I feel like if this film had an F bomb,
Oh, I knew you were going to say this.
if this film had one F bomb, I think if he goes, if you throw another fucking moon at me, I'm gonna lose it. That would be my
Come
dream.
on.
That would be my dream one F bomb in this film. Either that or when Samuel Jackson, like, what's the word you use?
Flirking.
No. What's the word you used earlier? The one that Russo calls it. Sorry, I can't remember.
Decimation.
Decimation, yeah. When Samuel Jackson decimates, if his last words was fully motherfucker, that would have been one of them two would have been the best F-bomb in MCU film, and they haven't had one yet, so obviously it'd be the best. I like. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this fight is just so cool. I like that he just diverts all the power to the gauntlets. Like, oh, this is brilliant. This shot,
I was shocked when this bit came up in the cinema.
he just stabs him with his own blade. And do you know what? Like, it really does. It really is a testament to how films have been getting more and more violent in like PG-13. Because the first Avengers film was cut heavily because of the spear going through, through Coulson. Yet in Black Panther, someone gets impaled. Oh no, Thor Ragnarok, someone gets impaled like that. In this, like you see the blade go through him. Like we've become so much more lenient in the past like 7 years. It's weird. No, and almost
We're getting close to the end now, aren't we?
We're in the end game now. This is sort of the end of the second act, I think. Yeah, it's the end of the second act. Because I think we've got about half hour left.
No tricks.
I say half hour, including the credits. No, the end of the second act is when Peter beats him. They think they've won.
Yeah, look, he takes the stone
Out
from
of the sky.
Out of the star.
That looks so cool. This film has such a flair for visuals. Honestly, it's so good.
What is odd is one of the first shots in the first trailer they released was after the the decimation. It's him just after he's seen Spider-Man died.
Yeah. I remember that because I thought I saw the dust and I thought someone like Falcon or like, War Machine had died because I thought he was holding out a black hand. You know what I mean? I obviously didn't look at it right, but like I know people who like actively avoided the trailers for Infinity War. This is really cool.
Did we just lose?
Chris Pratt is so good in this film. It's unreal how good he is. He's this good in Guardians 2 as well. Like, the first Guardians film does not do him justice. He does not get the material he deserves. And
Ready?
we're in the end game now.
There we go.
Did you see the image that the Russos shared to almost reveal the title?
No.
It was a picture, and you could sort of make out Endgame written.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. Ah, that's awesome.
Wombackle muscles. Wombackle.
Thor. Oh,
Oh,
Thor
clearly
is.
CGI.
Yeah, I don't care. Thor is so damn cool. Thor is. Oh, he's the best part of this film. I think Thor, Thanos.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is cool and all, but Thor. You cannot top Thor in this film.
Thanos.
Thor. I don't care. Oh, because any scene with Thanos and Thor is like top tier in this film.
What the hell?
Okay, how much do you? Why do you quote this so much?
Because I remember it.
I know I was sort of like mumbling quotes every once in a while, but I love the way he just dramatically steps out. The score as well is really cool. Oh god, so good. Oh, this is brilliant. This is. Oh, I remember this. This is the bit where there's no sounds, is there? Well, there's not no sounds.
Oh yeah.
But there's.
You know when he does the time stone thing, when he reverses it? I forgot that he had the time stone.
Yeah, I think everyone sort of did. Because.
Oh, and there goes all the energy.
Yeah, all the kinetic energy. Man. Oh god.
I think that he had that bit in the trailer.
I don't remember it from the trailer. Oh, this is so good. Oh god. I really do love this film. It's like, I mean,
It is a masterpiece.
it's not a masterpiece. It's not even in the top 10 of last year for me. Like, let me have a look. I need to add it to my
This
list.
is the bit with no sound, or it's close to it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the bit I was talking about. I think Infinity War was in my top 20. Okay, Joe, it's not really Ex Machina, is it?
See, look, he's doing stuff.
War Machine.
Yeah.
It doesn't do much, though, at all. Oh, this is such a good film. Oh, wow. I love how he mixes the stones as well. Oh, this... I love Wakanda in the background. Like, this is just... Like, someone could go to this place. Hey, this is where the snap happened. And oh, Cap going toe to toe with Thanos. Look, Elizabeth Olsen's great in this film. Everyone brought their A game. I love the confused look on Thanos' face.
I love the muted scream.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so good. Captain America, honestly, is probably the best. See, Thor and Captain America, two of the most boring Avengers in the Joss Whedon films, are some of the best when the Russos take control.
Yeah.
It's like they're really making up for Iron Man and Hulk, and Black Widow getting all the cool stuff in the first few films. And Hawkeye. Hawkeye got more cool moments in the first few films than what's his name did. And then Thor. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Especially in Age of Ultron.
I was a bit disappointed by this bit when I was in cinemas because I thought he's not going to be able to get the stone, so he won't be able to snap his fingers. Because I wanted to see that. And then as soon as he did the green thing, I was like, oh, he's got the time stone. Yeah. Surely that's a, you know.
Well, they don't know he's got the time stone.
Yeah, but I forgot he had the time stone.
Yeah, but we all forgot, but they don't know at all. They see the green stone, but they don't know what it is. As far as they're concerned, they didn't know there was a time stone. Well, I think they might have. No. Banner might have. Banner would have. But this is. I like how it looks the same as when Doctor Strange uses it.
Consistency.
You know, Doctor Strange is the only Avenger to have used a time stone, or to use a Infinity Stone.
Oh.
Think about it. Oh no, unless because when they used the Spectre for things, maybe.
Scepter,
sorry. And then Vision, obviously. But I don't know, like the only Avenger that's to use the raw strength of a time stone that doesn't require it to the. It's much bigger than it looks as well there, doesn't it?
I like the music when he gets them all.
See, I remember a lot of this in the trailers. He didn't have them all.
Yeah, manipulation.
Yeah. I love that in trailers. If they like hide things like that, hide epic reveals, but still have the cool moments in it. Like this. Oh my gosh.
I was worried by this as well because I thought, oh, he's actually going to kill him. He's not going to snap his fingers. Because I think the one thing we wanted going into this was the snap.
I didn't. I wanted this scene. I told you. You die for that. Ah, so good. Looks like he is in pain as well. Thor is winning. Oh god. Yeah, this is so cool.
Should have gone for my balls.
You should have. You should have gone for the head. Oh no! Oh yes!
You know,
that's
he
such a
uses all the stones there, and when all the colours are put together, you get white anyway.
Oh really?
My heart was beating so hard during this scene.
See, I remember from about this point onwards. No, I don't think it was from at this point. I think it was because I didn't really like pick up on what the snap would do. I think I knew it'd destroy half the universe, but I didn't realise the effects of it until the next scene. But this scene's also been memed to death. A lot of scenes in this film get memed to death. Love the echo. I love when like wide open spaces have echo. Like
reverb.
Yeah, like the stuff in Black Panther.
Everything.
I love the almost sad look he has on his face. Like he succeeded, but he's still lost everything that matters. And it destroys the gauntlet.
It's fused to his hand, and it's damaged his arm now.
Yeah. He should have took the Stormbreaker with him. Because that would have been cool if Thor's mission was to get it back.
Where you go?
Oh, there was a line in Infinity War or Endgame where he goes, "I need my fucking hammer." Like, it's the one F-bomb. I just really want to see that in Avengers film using
This
F-bomb.
bit looks a bit ropey.
It does, but
Just that bit.
I don't know, it happens too quickly to really focus on. Do you reckon there are entire towns, like in the middle of nowhere, that don't know
I'm just thinking
that this has happened?
the Earth is going to be pretty destroyed because people in planes, if the pilot
Yeah.
gets decimated, it's going to fall.
So more than half. Oh yes.
This is no place to die.
She doesn't get dusted, does she?
No. She hasn't been in any of the trailers, has she?
Nope. No, she hasn't.
Yeah, look, he says daddy.
Oh god, so good.
No, Groot.
This isn't the one that.
Stop
This
killing
is,
Groot.
this is the yeah, but
Yeah,
she died like.
she accepts it.
She's now with Vision. As far as she's concerned, Vision. Okay, let's say Vision.
Oh, that was so bad.
Let's say Vision was alive. He wouldn't have got dusted.
Hmm.
Do you think otherwise his corpse would have went? I don't know if that's how it works. Maybe I don't know because it's a corpse. I don't know if it counts. This scene. Oh god.
Oh, Mads is the first to go.
Yeah. Interact. Oh, this scene is about to get so emotional.
Is this the Spider-Man bit?
I mean, it's Quill and Spider-Man.
No, it's Doctor Strange after Quill.
Oh yeah. Spider-Man's the last to go out of that segment. Yeah.
I didn't expect him to go.
Oh, if he didn't, it would just be he'd just be used as ex machina or this scene. I teared up. Tom Holland's so good.
This was improvised.
Yeah. He's so good. Oh wow. This is heartbreaking.
That was in the SDCC trailer.
I don't
But
care.
it didn't have the fading effect there. He just says, "I'm sorry," and they cut.
Let's see.
Yeah, look, he checks himself.
Oh, that scene. It gets me every time. After the first time. Didn't really get me the first time because I was
You're
in
actually
shock.
tearing up.
A little bit.
Oh my god.
Nothing much, but just a little tiny.
Yeah, that was in the trailer. It was the first.
Yeah,
shot.
this was. I remember I watched that trailer loads of times.
Oh, it's just Hulk in the background.
Oh,
Looks bad.
that does look really bad. The lighting's different. It's like it's the reason Matt said about not doing green screen, isn't it?
I'm still gonna do it though.
Yeah, you have to pretty much.
Oh god.
Oh,
There we go.
it's such. I think this isn't.
It's the last scene, isn't it?
This is the final scene. A whole 2 hours and 23 minutes into our podcast. It's the final scene. It is. This.
Yeah, look, his arm in the background.
I think my mouth was just like wide open throughout this whole scene.
I didn't expect this to be the ending. I was like,
As
soon as it
like
cut out, I was like, what?
from about here until I got home, my mouth was just sort of hanging open. I couldn't even tell anyone because I went on my own.
I was a bit annoyed.
I couldn't
Because the film ended was like, I've got to wait a year now.
see. Oh,
There we go.
that was Avengers. What's it? Avengers Infinity War.
Don't even know the name of it, Josh.
Well, it just sort of leaves you with this whole shocked feeling.
Depressed.
I love that film. I mean, it's
Yeah, John Favreau.
yeah, they're all involved. I I'd have to say that is his second best MCU film still. I'm not giving it the title over Captain America. I'm sorry.
What, Civil War?
Civil War, yeah. I can't give it over Civil War. But do you want to go over our rankings now?
Yeah.
Let me just get my list up.
I'll get my phone.
Oh yeah, get your phone because you've got my list as well. I sent you it. So yeah, that film. Just before we get into our rankings, I think the film. The only really issue I have is some of the CGI doesn't really hold up. Some of the pacing isn't amazing. Like there are times where I wish it would cut back to different things. But overall, I love the film.
I don't think I've ranked them. I've just numbered, like
You've given them a rank. Can I have a look at my list? Save data. It's on Twitter. Send you it.
I think you sent it to me on here as well, didn't you?
No. No, I haven't sent you the most updated one. The one I sent you this morning with the Black Panther.
Well, I've seen it. Might the notification off.
Yeah. But yeah.
Let's find it.
Yeah, well, check your Twitter DMs. Unless you muted me from those as well.
No, I haven't.
He muted me. Josh True. See? Right there. Right.
You just take a picture of yours with your phone.
Okay. Well,
With Benicio del Toro.
he was hardly in it, and he was
Where's
still in
the
the.
stone?
Always. So, my ranking. Oh god, it's not focusing. It's really not focusing. Right, my ranking at number 21. It's Iron Man 2. At number 20, Thor. Number 19, Thor: The Dark World. Number 17, Ant-Man and the Wasp. And controversially, the last one that I don't like, number 17, Iron Man. I don't like Iron Man. It's boring for me. I just think it's dull and uninteresting. It's extremely well made, which puts it above everything else, but it's just boring. I don't like it. Then we have Incredible Hulk, Captain America: The First Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's really fun. It is fun, but it's just so simple that once you've seen it once, you sort of don't have to watch it again. It's too simple to rewatch. And then you've got Then at number 13, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think this is about the same, but it's better because the performances are much better. Then we have number 11, Captain Marvel. The film's a lot of fun. Well, this on your first watch is quite fun. It's nothing more than that. Like Brie Larson's got some growing pains as Captain Marvel, but still is incredibly impressive from a filmmaking standpoint. Its plot goes in directions I didn't see coming. It's a good film. Next, Iron Man 3, another controversial one. At number 11, I really like it. It's the best Iron Man film in my opinion. It's the most fun. I think it's because it does have Shane Black as a director. A lot of people say it's a really good Shane Black film, and that's a lot of the MCU films that are headed by a director, and it feels like a director's vision. I tend to like. Then at number 10, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Again, I really like this film, and the combat, the action is brilliant. But it's just, I don't think it's the strongest. Ant-Man was at number 9. It's a surprisingly good film. I'm an Age of Ultron apologist with this at number 8. Doctor Strange at number 7. Black Panther at number 6. Thor Ragnarok at number 5. Spider-Man Homecoming at number 4. Avengers Assembled at number 3. Infinity War at number 2. And at number 1, Captain America: Civil War.
I'll just do my top 3 and bottom 3 because I haven't done a list.
Okay, you should start ranking things, Joris.
I know.
It's really satisfying. And sorry we've left the credits running. It's just if you can hear it, we just wanted to. We're gonna get to the post-credit scene.
Yeah, hopefully I can finish this before we get to it. Right.
I think you got a little bit still. Gotta get through the VFX guys first, I think. because we're still on the second unit, and United Kingdom, that's Scotland unit. So go on, what's your bottom? Start with your bottom three, so it's more interesting. I'm going to predict Iron Man 2, and Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
In what order though?
Well, one is
Like what order? What's the bottom of the three?
they're all 4.
They're all 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And my top are
Top 3. Go on, what's it?
let me figure this out.
Top
Oh,
3.
I'm getting to it. I'm doing it.
Taking your time.
So it's Avengers Assemble.
Is that number 3?
Yeah. Then Captain America: Winter Soldier. Then
Yeah.
Captain America: Civil War.
Oh really? That's your favourite MCU film as well?
Yeah, but Infinity War isn't on the. I haven't put that on the list yet.
So if you were to add Infinity, would that change it?
I think Infinity War would be my favourite.
Oh really? I think I have like I love Civil War. I think it's the only MCU film that I've ever tried to rewatch outside of like the cinema. Like I watched it.
Jesus,
Yeah, but only just at the digital artists.
it's a lot.
We're on like the credits are really long. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Civil War is the only MCU film that I've watched outside of the MCU. Like outside after the cinema, I've watched it, and it's honestly, I just love that film. I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning when it finished. It didn't feel like I've stayed up till 3 o'clock to watch it, and it was. I love that film. That's A+, best MCU film. Endgame's got a really high mark. Alright, well, should we just carry on waiting till do you want to just start skipping forward a little bit? Just like,
Yeah, but then they'll have to skip forward to watch it.
oh yeah. And
Coins.
I think that's a lot of coins.
It's alright.
I was cleaning it out. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was Joe's mum.
Don't worry about it, Mum.
Uh,
God, I thought there'd be more people for Roto, because that takes ages.
what's Roto?
When you cut around the...
Yay.
'cause
Well, you gotta think, if they've spent the whole time doing it, there's over a few people. I don't think there's as many that aren't just a simple
But they have to do it for
chroma
each
key.
frame.
Oh, but yeah, probably.
Because even though they chroma key it, they still roto it afterwards for some reason.
I mean, just to get like the most precise green screen. I mean, the stuff we do, the stuff like YouTube reviewers use green screen, the stuff they do. There's a whole department for it, Joe. There's a whole Roto department.
Oh, okay.
The other guys are just the ones that did the paint as well.
Double negative. They've done some of the visual effects for Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Series 11.
They well, because there was stuff done in the UK. There was stuff shot in the UK. So Ludwig, he's an Oscar-winning one. He's done an Oscar-winning stuff, but that score for Black Panther is so damn good. Honestly, it is unrivaled.
Film with IMAX cameras.
Yeah, these were filmed entirely in IMAX, but these are the first films to be filmed entirely in IMAX. So, okay, we should be getting specially formatted in IMAX. I need to see the new one in IMAX.
I want to.
I don't just want to, I need to. Now we have post-credit scene. See, I like how that whole battle, it looks like it took ages. It probably only spanned a few minutes. Because they've just noticed the bogies over Wakanda.
Mm.
Unless they are
When
just
I
really
first
slow.
saw this, I thought Ant-Man was in the car because they might shrunk down, which is me being stupid, but
Very stupid.
yeah, because I thought
But yeah, that's what you mean. That's stuff about.
there's going to be a lot of that,
Mm.
and I hope we see that in Endgame.
I love if the start of Endgame was like the start of Batman v Superman. Like if someone's running through all the destruction,
Oh yeah,
people are snapping.
Scott
left,
Lang.
right. Yeah. Oh god, that would be such a great. No. Hawkeye.
Oh yeah,
That would be such a
yeah, but
great.
it looks like he's in Tokyo or something.
Yeah, that'd be such a great opening scene. This would be a great F1.
He's actually calling out for his mum. You know,
Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel.
your favourite?
Yeah, I'm not a fan, guys. I'm sorry.
Did you know who this was when you saw it?
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
I heard rumours that Captain Marvel was going to be in the film.
She originally was going to be, but they cut her scenes from the script,
Oh.
and that's it.
And that is the end of the film, guys. So, we've given our final thoughts. There's nothing left to say, is there? Thanos will return. Yeah, there's nothing else left to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to try and do one without Joe. Because,
Get rid of me.
well,
I've been in every other one.
you've been in like almost every other one. There was one that you weren't with when I did The Force Awakens. But yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back next week. I'm going to try and do something that isn't owned by Disney. Because everything I've done has been owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's either Star Wars, Marvel, or a Fox film. So, yeah.
An actual Fox film.
Yeah. Alright, next week it won't be a Disney film, guys. Promise. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah. Go check out everyone's links in the description. And, yeah, go check out Joe. Go check out Danny, Brennan, Keane. Like, whatever's on Heather's. Like, anything in the
Brennan.
description. Yeah, I did say Brendan.
Did you? Sorry, I just
I
said
think
Brennan
so.
twice.
Yeah. So, yeah, go check out everyone. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.